Very good morning, class 10. Myself, Sanjay Kumar Tiwari, welcoming you to e-learning platform of St. Michael Higher Secondary, Bettiya. Students, I hope you are quite fine at home and enjoying the videos that we are uploading day by day for making your future bright and also for making you able to face your examination nicely. Dear student, in previous video that I uploaded last week, we started a new lesson entitled Footprints Without Feet. The present lesson has been written by H.G. Wells and it has been taken from his book entitled The Invisible Man. Students, we have seen Griffin, a talented but lawless scientist, just discovered a new medicine that could make our body transparent but as solid as glass. He did some illegal actions and now he had decided to run away from the crowded city of London. So he took a train to the village of Iping. Iping is a name of village where he had decided to go, and he had booked 2 rooms at the local inn in advance mode. When he arrived at the inn, it was winter and it was not a proper and usual time for anyone to make his or her visit to the village Iping. So his arrival has been considered as an unusual event and his appearance was also strange. As we have come to know that he had wore dark glasses, false nose and large hat, so his appearance was also making his arrival uncommon. Everybody considered him uncommon man and his arrival was unusual event. When his landlord Mrs. Hall tried to be friendly, he just expressed his desire not to be friendly. This made Mrs. Hall very angry inwardly, but she was very much satisfied by his strange habits and irritable temper, only keeping the fact in mind that he had paid in advance. And he was also accepted for time being. It so happened that the situation thereof started passing in very fruitful manner, and when his ready cash was spent, he started making excuse. He started expecting a check to arrive at any moment. Shortly afterwards, a very strange episode happened in the house of Mrs. Hall, and they were awakened by noises in their study. They came to hear the sound of coins which was being taken from their desks. It increased their sense that something was happening wrong. So without making any noise and with a poker grasped firmly in his hand, they flung open the door. They went upstairs, they opened the door in which the scientist was usually living, the stranger was usually living, and they gave a warning. But it was a matter of great surprise and amazement for them that the room was found empty. The room that was generally closed, I am talking about the room of the scientist, it was usually closed, but at the moment they found it quite empty and open. Mrs. Hall and her husband, they wanted to just go inside. They looked around the room. They found nobody there and there wasn't any sign of anybody. So they wanted to just go inside, and when they went inside, they found that the housekeeping money was missing. This was an extraordinary affair for them. This became a matter of great discussion for rest of the day. Mrs. Hall always talked about that one, and she was very much annoyed, she was very much unhappy to find the situation happening thereof. The landlord and his wife were very upset. They were up very early in the morning and they were surprised to find the scientist's door wide open, that was usually shut, that was usually locked. And if anyone tried to be friendly, tried to talk and tried to go inside, tried to make any sound at the gate, the scientist, the stranger, got really angry. So this was a golden chance for them not to be missed. It means they decided to go inside the room in which the scientist was there, and this was a golden chance for them. They made it clear that they should go inside. First they peeped round the door and saw nobody and decided to investigate. What kind of investigation? Why the room was opened and why the person was not inside. This was a matter of investigation. The bedclothes were found cold. This shows that the man, one who was living inside, was out of the room for a long time. It was found open and the bedclothes were cold, that making it clear the scientist or the stranger must have been up for some time. The clothes, bandages and everything that the stranger used to wear were found here and there about the room. But after that, the students, you will be surprised to know that all of a sudden Mrs. Hall heard a sniff close to her ear. She just heard a sound of nose near to that place, and she was very much aware that someone was trying to speak, trying to make sound of the nose very close to her. A moment later, what happened is more surprising. What happened is more just disappointing, that the bedpost leapt up and dashed into her face. Then the bedroom chair became alive. Most of the furnitures of that very particular room in which the scientist was there, they started becoming just alive, and they started chasing, they started just dashing themselves into her face and around her body. When the things became alive, Mrs. Hall and her husband, they got very fear and they started coming out of the room. When they started coming out the room, the extraordinary chair pushed them both out of the room and then appeared to just lock the door after them. When they were pushed and they were beaten, they were just chased by the chairs and other things, the room was automatically closed. Students, what happened after that, the rest will be taught to you in next video. Thank you.